wanted to join in all whatever has already been said, that condoms are able to provide triple protection. And triple protection in the sense that it's able to protect against HIV, protect against STIs, but also offers protections against pregnancy. And now, if you look at all the other methods, probably the condoms are the ones to provide a dual or a triple mechanisms to be able to prevent. So we are looking at that using condoms protects unintended pregnancy and makes it as part of our sexual routine. And we are looking at that. And I'm happy to be part of this because partially when we are celebrating the love month, and partially, so as we get into Valentine's, one of the key things which we need to pack is pack condoms. But also, we don't want to do it as just in isolation, because we just only don't want to look at just only HIV, look at only all the other aspects. But we are also looking at aspects of it that can you use them consistently so that you don't take it and use it once and then after the second, third one, then you say that you have known what? You have now known each other and you drop the guard. So consistent and proper what? Proper use. And why I'm looking at proper use is that we've had instances where definitely when you get yourself intoxicated, then you end the condoms are there, but you have not what? You have not used the what? You have not used the condom, then you will not be able to achieve what? Protections. Government has committed financing. So in terms of the supply, because we cannot have a condom program without commodities. So we are looking at that and working with other partners, the marketeers and all the others. We really that we want to provide what? Provide condoms. And we really want to remove stigma. So that when you go and procure condoms, you should be, just like you go and buy any other things, you should buy what? That I want condoms. Not that you should have a fear when you enter the pharmacy and you say, I want the other one. Then the person is asking, which one? The other one. Oh, no matter what I come and do what? So you just be able to be free to do what? Get condoms. Because life, I know I watched that movie of Second Life, but in reality, do you get a second, is there a second life? But also, sometimes you live, if you like, for instance, get HIV. Yes, we now have treatment, but there's no cure for what? HIV. It's a lifelong what? Treatment. And I really want to speak to young people, and I think in the house there are young people, that the issues of what? I know that many of our mothers sacrifice, and got involved engaged in the program of prevention of mother to what? To child. And they gave birth to children who were what? HIV negative. But now we have let them down by now getting when you become adolescent, you become a big person, and then you end up by what? In reality, don't you think you are being very unfair to your mother? So we really need to look at all those aspects that, yes, whereas you can say that this is my life, but I am sure that the many people who have contributed to what? That life. So you need to be able to look at that aspect. So consistent use, and as government we have made commitment that the supplies are going to be what? To be available. But also we are looking at it in a total market approach. So we're providing as government, but also there are those if you have little money, which is cheaper than your life, you can spend it and buy what? And buy condoms. We are also coming at the same time where we are having, as government, we launched a new brand of what? Condoms. I think for all of you have seen. And
that is still in the
clearance process. So we are coming up with a new condom. There was issues of size. Don't know whether God made this in different sizes. So we've taken care of that in size, but also we've taken care of what? Of flavors, because also there were issues of what? Complaints of what? Of the smell. So we have also addressed what? Address that. So we really need to be able to do that. We'll look at that. For my friends, the ladies, yes, we have the female condom, but also carrying the male condom is not a bad what? A bad idea. You should also be able to have one. So I'm really looking at that. We should be prepared on either ways, so that you can also be able to have condom. So let's make it a must. We need to be able to end HIV by 2030, and you can only make that contribution in what? We have about 1.5 people on treatment. We are still having close to about 200 or whatever, whom we do not know where they are, and we are looking for. So as we definitely, we also will do it, distributing self-test for, so that those people can continue testing and what, and getting access to care. So ministry will look at how we can be able to reach the young people, so that we can be able to do that. We can continue. We shall continue to provide both information, but also provide a service for those who will need that. Let's have all this information out there. Let's love yourself, love your neighbor, love whatever, so that, because even if there is just one infection like this, it still makes that the country is not what? We are not safe. Because that one infection can become a driver for what? Driver for all the other infections. So I really would want to emphasize that let's use these condoms, and particularly for the government ones, we offer them for free. They are not sold. So as the media, as you spread this information to others, practice also what you spread. So that it does not mean you give others, then they do, but for you don't do it. So I think I would really want that the key advocates and the ambassadors of condom use, the members of the first estate, we should really be able to do it, to promote it. So let's look at this, embrace it as an aspect of self-care, because also self-protection is what? Self-care. You invest in your what? On yourself. So as we get to celebrate the Love Month, let's celebrate it wisely, and so that we do not remember that Love Month as the month when we got what? Got STI, or when we get to HIV, that's when we start calculating our last menstruation day, that when you have your last period. You will be able to calculate it from that time. All right, thank you very much for listening.